Hi there and welcome to Thursdays with Annette at 2 o'clock. I'm so glad you joined me today because I've got some really fabulous tips for you today. So before we do anything, grab pen and paper so you can make some notes. Now last week's show, everyone was loving my vegetarian lasagna. I mean, it was filled with lots of vegetables, lots of fabulous sauces and great things. I mean, it's a tasty, tasty dish. And that was out of book one. So the winners from the show last week were Kay Boyd, Pam Hamilton and Bev Brooks. Now, each of those gorgeous ladies have won a personally signed copy of book one, so you guys can make your vegetable lasagna at home. Now, I've got something super exciting to share with you later in the show, so don't go anywhere. I'm fizzy about it. Now, today's topic, I love it. Why diets fail and what to do instead. Now, it's all about simple lifestyle changes. Now, did you know that most people who lose weight will put it all back on within 5 years? I mean, that's horrible. And many people who regularly diet report that they are heavier now than they were 5 years ago. They're sad facts, really, aren't they? Because diets fail. But it is possible to get your healthy weight range and stay there. Now, I've been overweight most of my life, due to the poor food choices, the large portions, lack of exercise, and looking for that quick fix diet. It wasn't until I saw the photo of me, if you know what I'm talking about, the swimsuit photo at 100 kilos that's in the cookbooks, that's when I realised that diets weren't working and I had to try something else. That's when I made the life-changing decision to quit dieting and become a healthy person. Now, maybe you've realised it's time for you to quit dieting too. I'm going to convince you on the show today, I'm telling you now. So let's look at why diets fail, and that's the first point I really want to make to you. You don't fail. The diets fail. Yes, exactly. It's maybe it's the style of losing weight that is the problem. Now, I believe there are 3 reasons diets fail you. Now, the first one is they have unrealistic meal plans that are not suitable long term. I mean, who can live off salad and vegetables for your whole life? Now, the second one is they restrict important nutritions, often leaving you feeling tired and lacking energy. Like, you shouldn't be taking out any food groups. You should be just thinking about eating in moderation and not about just depriving yourself. Now, the third one is they create a mindset of a quick fix rather than a lifestyle change. And bottom line is, if you're going to lose weight and keep it off long term, you're going to need to make some permanent lifestyle changes and not revert back to those old ways. So let's get back to basics. Now, firstly, forget every failed diet you've tried in the past and make the commitment to a healthy lifestyle. That's right, we're reborn, new you, forget everything else that happened. It's about today that really matters. Now, I've got 5 tips to becoming a healthy person, and I want to share this with you, and this is why I wanted you to write down things as we go. Now, tip 1 is know your calorie intake. I mean, I never knew this. If you've ever followed one of my menu plans, you'll know that I have 4 levels, 1, 2, 3, 4, each with a different calorie and fat count. And that's what I love about that, because we're all different. We all need a level that's right for us, not just one that fits the masses, because we're all different and we're all unique. Now, the number of calories you need per day is actually determined by your age, your gender, weight, and your activity level. That's how I do it. Now, eating more than your recommended calorie intake is what causes weight gain, while eating less will help you lose weight. Now, finding out the daily calorie and fat requirements that's right for you and stick with it. That's what you need to do. Now, you'll find this information in book 5 and book 6. They both have menu plans, but book 6 also has a 28-day masterclass, and I'm sure you'll find a plan to suit you there. Now, tip 2 is change your mindset. Stop feeling like that you're missing out. I mean, your life is not over because you're a healthy person. Stop focusing on what you can't have and start looking forward to the healthy options. So instead of thinking, I don't want a salad sandwich at lunchtime and being miserable and whingy, think, I'm looking forward to my salad sandwich at lunchtime. It's about your attitude. When you start thinking like this, you will enjoy it. But if you're thinking how much you hate salad, you're hardly going to enjoy it at all, let's be honest. I say, fake it till you make it. Now, the third tip, don't skip meals. Oh my gosh, it is so important. Now, follow a nutritionally balanced menu plan and eat at regular intervals throughout the day. It's really important. Stop starving yourself. Now, when I weighed 100 kilos, I would skip breakfast and start eating about 11 o'clock and keep eating for the rest of the day. Hello? I mean, I thought skipping breakfast would help me lose weight. In fact, it was probably doing the opposite. As I was becoming so hungry, then I would cave in and eat more than I should have. You know, it really is about having those regular meals and snacks. It's not about starving. Now, tip 4 is another one that I didn't do, drinking 8 glasses of water a day. I mean, how interesting it was for me when I drank my first glass of water without scotch in it. Oh, did I say that out loud? And without, you know, coffee or tea, because that's not counted as your daily water. Now, staying hydrated helps to keep the hunger pangs at bay. Absolutely. Thirst is often mistaken for hunger. So if you think you're hungry, I say have a glass of water and wait 10 minutes and then see if you're still really hungry. And if you are, well, then have a healthy snack. Tip 5, it's about including regular exercise. Now, I didn't do this in the very beginning. I think I was into the program about 6-7 weeks before I even thought about it, because I thought if I did anything now at that stage, I felt so unwell and unhealthy that I would drop dead. But I do believe that exercise really helped me get to my goal weight and as well to maintain my weight. So it's really an important part of a healthy lifestyle, and it will burn a few extra calories if you do it, and I like that. The other thing that's really, I find when I exercise, I have a more positive mindset. You know, it does boost your metabolism, so you become like a fat burning machine, and as well, which I super love, is it helps tone up those muscles. I like that. So don't think of this as a quick fix, because that's what dieting is. It took me 20 months to lose my 35 kilos, but I've been in my healthy weight range now since 1993. That's a long time. And guess what? I still eat like a healthy person today. So when you say the words diet, the first 3 letters are die. And it feels like that when you're trying to lose weight and you're on this, eat celery and carrot diet. But instead of focusing on dieting, what I did was I focused on becoming a healthy person. And when you say the word healthy, the first 4 letters are heal. And that's what I did. I healed not only on the outside, but on the inside as well. So I want you to say to yourself right now, I am a healthy person. Say it again. I am a healthy person. Let's all say it together. I am a healthy person. Own it and be it. Now, to finish with, I've got some more tips about being a healthy person, just so you can get started. And it's from book 6, okay? So I've got it marked here. And this is part of the mentoring program, the what do you call it, the masterclass. And I love it because it's my top 12 tips to becoming a healthy person. I wrote this down the day that I had that swimsuit photo taken of me, and I went, okay, hello, look at you, Annette. You're 100 kilos. You're the diet queen. It ain't working, bub. And that's when I went, stop dieting, but ultimately then what do you do? And I felt like, okay, I need to be a healthy person. I just want to have energy and vitality. I just don't want to drag myself through the day, and I just wanted to feel good about myself. So it wasn't really about a number on a scale for me. It was about owning healthy, and I say fake it till you make it, because I just started living as a healthy Annette. And it worked. Hello? Yeah, 35 kilos gone. Goodbye. Say goodbye to ever. So let's read here, because I really want to share these 12 tips with you. And if you've got book 6, it's on page 209. Now, the first one is think and act like a healthy person. That's exactly what I did to start with. I thought, as I said, fake it till you make it. And I went, okay, if I'm a healthy person, then I just need to focus on that. And that really changed things, because a healthy person doesn't eat greasy fish and chips and pizza 3 nights a week. No, they don't. They have healthy pizza and they have healthy fish and chips, which you've got all the recipes in the books. Now, number 2 is take control of food. Don't let food control you. And I think that's important. If you think that your Tim Tams are your best friend, I'm sorry, no. It's food. That's all it is. Now, the third one is reduce the stress in your life. And I know that's that's not as easy as it sounds. I mean, especially if you've got kids and a busy lifestyle. But truly, if you're stressed, we tend to comfort eat. So it's really important if you look at your lifestyle and go, okay, what's stressing me out right now? And especially, am I looking at food as the solution? Because it isn't. Number 4 is reduce, or better still, omit salt. I thought that was a really important thing because we have such a high salt or sodium diet that you don't need to actually shake salt onto things. And it was interesting when I had my first tomato and egg without salt. But now, if you put salt on anything for me, I can't eat it. It's about getting that tongue used to it. It's kind of like when you cut out sugar from your tea and coffee. Once you give it about 3 weeks, you will find that you'll never want salt again. And it's really not ideal for a healthy person to have a high salt diet. Now, number 5 is reduce, or better still, omit coffee or caffeine. Because this is all about the whole package of being a healthy person, right? So we're getting rid of the salt, we're getting rid of the caffeine because it's not for a healthy person. And I think that's important. Now, number 6 is reduce, or better still, omit alcohol. I know, stop it, I know. That's what I said. Let me repeat it. Reduce, I said reduce, or better still, omit alcohol. If you really, you don't realise how many calories are in alcohol. It's just sugar-based. It's not ideal, and maybe just go alcohol-free for a month. Give your body a break, and then maybe introduce it slowly but surely afterwards. Just have more alcohol-free days than with. 7 is reduce the fats, especially saturated fats in your diet. Now, you know how to do that. You've got my cookbooks, hello. You can cook that way. 8, exercise at least 4 or 5 times a week. Now, I've told you earlier on why it's so important to exercise, so I don't need to go on about that. Number 9, for those who need it, stop smoking. And this is what I did. I gave up on the fags, and I am so glad I did. 10, drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. We talked about water before. 11, eat the quantities of food that your body needs, not what you want. Oh, that's a big one, isn't it? Now, if you remember, one of the stories that I share is the first day I was losing my weight and I had the chicken. I measured out my 90 grams cooked and I looked at that plate and I went, "You're kidding me! That's enough for a little child." I was so hungry on that first day. But that's when that little voice said to me, "Annette, that's why you're fat. You're just overeating." And now, of course, 90 grams of chicken is a perfect serve. So it's getting that eye in and really re-educating yourself. And the last one, I love this most of all, be happy and enjoy the journey. Think positively and live life to the fullest every day. Isn't that fabulous? So I hope that's helped you come into my world of healthy living. And so, of course, I have to give book 6 away. For 3 lucky winners, you need to know, you know what to do. I don't have to tell you, but I will. You like, you share, and in the comment, you write hashtag Symply with a Y, number 2 good. Now, if you put that in the comments, I'm going to pick 3 fabulous, busy, amazing people, and you're going to get your own book 6 where you've got that wonderful 28-day masterclass in there as well. Now, before I go, I have to tell you, I'm super excited to let you know I'm about to launch a new Symply with You mentoring. That's right, get busy. This initial launch is only for my newsletter subscribers. So there's a free option and very affordable option as well that you pay for too. So there's 2 options, the free one and the one that's just a little bit of money involved. Now, if you're not signed up to my newsletter, I'll put the link in the comments below because you need to be signed up to get into it. Now, get excited because it is a fabulous, fabulous program. Now, I hope you enjoyed this week's show. I mean, who knew that weight loss could be so deliciously healthy doing it the Annette way? I look forward to seeing you next week. And I've got some fabulous ideas for next week's show. Now, don't forget, if you need more tips or recipes, you go to my website, simplytoogood.com.au. Thanks for joining me this week and have a fizzy fabulous week. Bye now.